Hi, this is Vasant Pongshi again. I have come this time with my new video on a topic, one video, one subject. Initially, I was coming out with the 5 minutes video series on banking news and banking bites. But during the pandemic of second wave of Corona, I thought it fit that people may not be so free or so relaxed to view the videos. That is why I took a gap of about a couple of months and 2-3 months. And instead of coming with the 5 minutes videos, I decided to come with the video on specific topics. So first topic I am trying to cover is that about the privatization of the public sector banks, and subsequently I shall try to deal with another topic as to privatization of public sector bank, whether it is a smooth road or it is a bumpy road, or what exactly I feel about that. Now in this video, the central idea is that we all are fighting against the privatization of government banks, and every efforts are being done by the unions and individual employees to ensure that the government is not allowed to privatize the public sector banks, and campaigns are going on. And on the other hand, government is going ahead, and different news items are coming in the most scattered way. I personally feel that these news items are being very carefully leaked in the market, in the media, to judge the reaction of the people. But when I was thinking about all these things, and I thought, for the sake of debate, if we consider that A, B, or C, some of the public sector bank as on today is privatized, ultimately it is privatized, then I was thinking as to what new management of these banks would take steps to ultimately transform a public sector bank into a private sector bank. So I am putting my stray thoughts, and many stray thoughts you would feel are controversial. But I thought it fit that I should give a fair idea to the rank and file of the officers and employees community as to how their job profiles are going to change. I thought it fit, and I have mobilized my courage to straight away mention my stray thoughts as to how within 3 to 5 years a public sector bank which is sold for a private sector will be transformed into a private sector. So let me start. My first observation is that depending upon the goodwill of the bank and the age of the bank, the logo of the bank, the color scheme of the bank, signboards, and the entire setup, new company will try to change, trying to showing to customer that yes, here is a new bank, here is a different bank, it is not that old nationalized bank. So new image will try to be built up. Then few top recruits will be immediately taken, and they will be given important portfolios like HR and credit and manpower planning and all these things. So existing top people will be to some extent they will be silenced, and naturally, as we have seen in earlier cases in mergers, the branches and the offices of the banks will be either rationalized, some will be closed, some will be shifted, some will be merged, some premises will be surrendered, excess premises will be surrendered, so that the private bank would do. And according to that, the number of employees will be shifted, they will be transferred. Whatever may be your transfer policy, these new rationalization of branches and offices will make it to shift the employees as far as the requirement of the bank is concerned. Naturally, private bank will try to observe that they will only go for a on-site ATMs of the bank. Off-site ATMs they won't spend, they will give up the off-site ATMs, they will release the premises of the off-site PTMs. The another most important thing I feel is that they would reassess the assets of the bank, land and building and all other assets, all other securities will be reset. Then every bank has got different policies, credit policy, HR policy, planning policy, publicity policy, marketing policy. All these policies will be immediately changed. The changes may not be big, the changes may not be drastic, but in subtle way, the changes would indicate that the privatization is here to stay. The another most important attempt which the new private management may do, they will try to average out the age of the employees to 45 if not 50 immediately. They will try to see that all my employees, as I know in some banks now the age of the employees is around 40, those are nationalized banks. Then all those who are above 55, they will be to some extent sidelines. They will not be allowed to open for promotion, and the IBPS and all this recruitment and internal promotion examinations. These new private banks they will do on their own. They will recruit on their own. They will not take help of any of the private IBPS or something like that. Immediately next to that, they will outsource the entire training process. The training, in-house training may not be there. The entire training process may be outsourced, and the rule itself will be outsourced. Similarly, many IT functions will be outsourced. And as the technology develops, as the artificial intelligence, chatbots and blockchains and all these things, these banks will be spending on the technology, and more outsourcing will be there in all the areas. My personal assessment is that the specialized officers requirement will come down at least by 50%. For example, if a bank decides to use the drone to count the crop which is standing or which is cut, and count the land and all these things, and get the 712 extracts from the different sites, then naturally the need of agricultural field officer may be reduced to that extent. Then, as other banks are doing, this new private bank will come out with a new fantastic app for the customer delight, and with the aim to ensure that on one side there will be a customer delight, and on the other side there will be reduction in the number of employees. You will not be surprised if you are given a dress code. The new bank may offer a dress code for the employees, and they may say that the dress code gives up the team effect, the mental frame of a team effect there. And my scare is that these private banks would slowly increase the working hours from present 6.5 to 8 hours, because the recent amendments in the labor laws, they may permit, that is my general as a layman's assessment, and they can make the hours to 8 years. And I personally feel that the cadre of the special assistants shall become redundant, and either they will be promoted, offer will be given, they will be promoted to scale 1, or they will be again sent back and their allowance may be withdrawn. And naturally, officers and clerical cadres will be rationalized. New structure they will try to come out. And the first and foremost attempt of a new management would be to delink the employees, to delink the bank from IBA negotiations where the bipartite takes place. And that they will do very tactfully, because they will go for new recruitments independently. Those recruitments will be on the contract basis, and for different maturities the contracts will be given. And for those employees, the wages and perks and facilities may be little higher than what at present the IBA cadre is getting. So that is how they will create a rift in between new recruitment and the people, those who are going by IBA cadre. New private bank would never like to continue with the present scales of system, that is from 1 to 7. No, they will come with the different cadres. They will come with the different manpower planning and all these things. And my assessment is that the present officers and the rest of those who are working under the IBA cadre, those who are covered under the wage revision, new structure will be developed independent of IBA, and the offers will be given to the existing officers and employees to accept the new cadre. Suppose scale 1 officer is there, or scale 1, 2, 3, they all will be requested to get themselves set into a senior management or top management or senior most management, whatever nomenclature may be there, and there will be a shifting from officers and employees from IBA cadre to the cadre of that particular bank with that particular nomenclature. And naturally the manpower planning will also undergo a change, and branches staffing pattern will reduce, because the technology will come into way in such a way that only 10% to 15% transactions will take place in bank branches, and all other transactions will be offsite. That is why actually across the counter the number of employees will be reduced. And my assessment is that by privatizing the bank, government may give undertaking, job guarantee undertaking, only for the period of 1 year. Beyond that, they won't take any risk. Beyond that, they won't give any commitment. And naturally, outsourcing will be a rule of the day, and officers will be appointed under the old officers will be appointed under the juniors, those who have been directly recruited, and that is how the officers and employees may be humiliated, and the new cadres of the officers with new skills of the bank as independent cadre will come up, and subsequent recruitments on those cadres, that too on the contract basis, they will go on. So at one point of time, the number will ensure that the number of contracted employees are more than 50% than the number of IBA cadre people, and that is how they will try to transform the thing. VRS will be a luxury. Employees will not be allowed to take VRS on tap. Banks will decide a particular month in which VRS can be submitted, and in that month VRS is not submitted, then one more year the employees and officers will have to wait. The inspection and audit departments of a new private management will be very strong. New people will be headed there, and the top bosses for these departments will be different. And unfortunately, if any fraud has been pushed under the carpet by the old nationalist banks, these audit and inspection department will unearth, dig out the things to show that what's the real picture of the bank. On the other side, incentives and perquisites for the performance will be used for educational qualification, increase in qualification, encouragement will be given. And on the other side, there will be caps and on the limits on the total loan to be taken by the employee. Say car loan, vehicle loan, two-wheeler loan, housing loan, hospital loan, all loans together, there shall be a cap. How much total loan an employee or an officer shall avail, and it will be linked with the naturally salary and perquisites, and the minimum as per the latest law of the government, the incentives will be brought down, and new compulsion for addition of basic will always be there. So then there won't be any written test in the promotion exams, only interviews and annual assessment mark. The format of annual assessment report will undergo huge change, and performance will have lots of information. The another aspect from HR point of view is that the disciplinary action cases will be on higher side, and the entire process of disciplinary action will be outsourced by the new bank. And most of the sanctions of the employees from HR point of view will be hugely centralized, and those will be managed at the head office by the HR department. And surprising incentives may be announced, high incentives may be announced to lure the employees and officers from IBA cadre to shift to the bank's its own cadre, and that is how encouragement will be given for new training, for acquiring new knowledge, for acquiring new degrees and diplomas and all these things. Similarly, after some interval, internal tests will be conducted to check the level, to what extent the employees and officers are update for the bank, and that will be used as a tool to declare an officer or an employee unfit to the service, and then they will call it as a rational action and all these things. So continuous testing will be there, and the officers and employees shall always have to remain very agile, very update, and they will have to be master of all jacks. Then the repetitive work, technical work, which is repetitive work where the brain is not required, all that work will be mechanized, and all these artificial intelligence and blockchains, as I told you, and chatbots will be introduced on large scale, and slowly the number of employees will be reduced, or there won't be any replacement in place of retired employees. On the other hand, the targets, which already national banks are giving high targets, but new private bank will be giving high targets on all areas. To imagine those targets will be beyond our normal experience of 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, whatever we have worked. And the employees will be kept. There used to be a HR technique in the old days that they keep employees happy, so they will perform best. Now the new management will go with the policy that keep the employees under subtle pressure, under subtle tension. Always they should be under tension, and then they will perform. So the theory and system and principle will undergo change. And as we know, some banks are doing new apps will be coming. Employees and officers will be provided with mobile. Those new apps will be inserted, and through that, the monitoring of the officers and employees 24/7, what they do, where they go, what is their WhatsApp and all these things. and where they really go for visits and all that. That will be insisted, and they will be asked to capture a site of the visit if they are really gone for the visit. Site with the along with time and all that, and it will have to be reported to the higher bosses. Then my assessment is that at present the existing staff and retired staff, they are getting 1% extra interest on all our deposits. Slowly that practice will go. All the deposits which will be matured subsequently, the 1% extra interest will be stopped for the employees as well as for the retired employees. Many people are worried about the pension. Government may give a guarantee for pension for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. And initially all the pension funds are functioning very well. But some banks have diverted the funds from pension to provisions and to profit, and those issues are going on. Those issues are being fought at different level. And my assessment is that if the time comes, these banks will come out with the pension bond issues, and the retired employees may be given lump sum one-time payments offer. Either you accept this huge amount or you accept the pension. And the retired employees will be in the dilemma whether I should accept this huge amount, huge package, because I don't know how much years a retired employee will live. So whether I should take that huge package or I should continue to have my pension. So that will be the great dilemma, and unions will have to play a fantastic role in that. Then one-time offers cannot be ruled out at the end of pension. That's what I told. Then all the employees, that care these private banks will take, that all the employees will be sufficiently insured, and at the same time PLI will be forced very effectively. These banks will come with ESPS, ESOPs will be given as perquisites or as a part of the pay and all these things, and the quarters facility will not be lifetime. Quarter facilities they may give for 10 years, 15 years or 20 years, and they would expect that within 15 to 20 years with a big salary and perquisites, a person should be able to have his own house, and those things will undergo change. And then banks will identify the area, that which are the areas which will be done permanently from home, and which are the areas which can be done permanently from the office, and which are the areas those are hybrid work as well as office. So that classification shall take place, and accordingly the attempt will be there that more than 50% employees would be asked to sit at home, so that the premises are required less, and there also they can earn money. As I told you, recruitments will be on the contact, and more interesting, my intuition says that these private banks will try to recruit more number of women employees. The attempt will be to ensure that the number of employees of women and gents is 50-50. If not 50, at least 40. If not 40, at least 30-33%. And seniors, those who stick up to IBA cadres, they will be humiliated. They will be posted far away. They will be posted to the juniors, and the atmosphere in the bank will be more of a professional type than the loose personal touch and all these things. So that is how the atmosphere will be there. And managing the work and life and the managing the stress shall be really a big challenge. I personally feel that private banks should try to avoid checkup system. Why? They will pay your union subscription through salary. So slowly they will take out the unions from the checkups. And my assessment is that if the name is changed, if the constitution of the bank is changed, the existing unions will have to dissolve themselves and re-register as the union of that bank, and that areas are very ticklish, and the experts and consultants' opinions will have to be taken. Then retired trade unions will not be entertained. They will not be allowed to participate in the structural meetings. And schemes of the central government, which are statutory in nature, they will continue. But the schemes which are not that statutory, they will continue. But privately, management will whisper in the frontline staff to go slow. This new management will try to ensure that the capital is managed in such a way, profits are managed in such a way, growth is managed in such a way, NIM is managed in such a way, per employee business is managed in such a way, earnings per share is managed in such a way that they will try to lure the foreign direct investment. And there the real game will start. When the foreign direct investment would come, what would be the market cap, what would be the rate of the share, and there the top management and directors of that private bank may try to attempt something fishy. That is my assessment. I may be wrong, and that is how foreign direct investment will be brought in, and naturally their own foreign directors will also comes on the bank. As per the compulsion of Government of India, all the unions, those who are having 30% membership in the bank, they will have to recognize that union, they will have to negotiate with that union, but not that they will go as per the say of the unions. Then new fantastic and latest new human resources software will be introduced. So the employees will be kept tight and nothing will be in the hand, nothing will be too much liberal. And that is how with the technology shall be ensured that the number of transactions which take place in branches shall be kept to double digit. You will be surprised to know that at present in State Bank of India with their YONO app, the number of transactions which take place in any branch of State Bank of India average is only 7 vouchers. So that is how branch staff they will try to curtail. And automation and digitalization they will redesign, and the employee setup will undergo a change, and they will have to get reskilled. They will be given the opportunity to re-educate, reskill, come with the speed, come with the technology. Then only they will get the opportunity to continue. Otherwise, they will be declared to be redundant, and that is how their job profile will undergo a change. So all the changes they may not come in one stroke. They may take 3 years, 5 years, all these years. And at every point of time, whenever the traditional practices are changed, unions will come into picture, employees will have to fight. And every change, the unions and employees will have to fight, because unless all those employees, irrespective of their principles, irrespective of their political affiliations, irrespective of their union membership and their flags and their logos, unless they all come together, all the changes which subsequently prove to be very serious, very challenging to continue the job. I know a bank in which the contract employees are there, contract officers are taken, but the maximum number of years the contracted officer is continued in that bank is only 13 years. You imagine then how you can avail the loans. So that system will be taken out, and whatever this privatization will take place, they will try to project the image of the bank that it is a new bank, Chakachak bank, latest, safe, deposits are properly insured, our NPAs are very less, many NPAs may be kept under the carpet as maybe by the previous banks, and that is how things will go ahead, and the entire system will be in the clutches, and top executives of old banks, they will be slowly sidelines, they will not be promoted, new recruits will be there, HR head will be necessarily an outsider, costing head shall be necessarily an outsider, and the total thinking shall be there that this new private bank of a old nationalist bank is now an agile bank. They will say public sector banks, they were not giving proper service, proper facilities, and customers were not happy. But see, come here, our customers are delighted, our employees are happy, our atmosphere is very nice, it's very clean and very attractive, and the whatever packages would be there, packaging will be there, it will be very attractive, and the attempts will be made that this new private bank shall compete at international level, being an agile bank, so that it shall remain on the banking scene, and that is how the new owners, the new masters, the new directors, and new team. On one hand, they will try to live with the government. On the other hand, they will try to strictly control the employees and fetch the profits and dividend, more dividend, and the aim of the bank shall not be service to the public, but to earn more profits, have more share value, have foreign direct investment. That is how the entire goal from class banking, it will change to mass banking in a most settled way. And as an agile banking, what would be their 5-6 main principles? They will say digitize present business and get more growth. So do digitization, do more growth. Then digital transformation, adding the efficiency of the employees. On one side you add the efficiency of the employees and you digitalize everything. Then data analytics will carry a lot of value. Lot of data bank will try to collect, lot of data they will purchase, lot of data they will lure from different systems. And those who are employee expert in data analytics, they will be having very high value and very high utility. And the technology will be constantly kept updated, and that will result into a job profile of all the employees, right from sub-staff to the officers and general managers. And with the change job profile, coping up with the change job profile from working at a nationalized bank to private bank shall be very, very, very challenging. Some may get tired, some may get fatigued, some may get bored, some may get scared, and that is how the old employees will slowly leave the bank. And at the end of the 5th year, the percentage of the bank's on cadre and IBA cadre, they may try to go to 60-40, and in that, or 70-30, in that case only, they will give the mandate to IBA that we have got only 30% employees and officers, those who are connected with IBA wage revision. So we give you the mandate. So union will negotiate wage with IBA for my bank, for my new private bank, for only 30% employees. And once that agreement takes place, these 70% employees recruited in the bank directly on contract or permanent basis, their perks and their basics and all these things will be decided. Either they will be kept low because by the time they can't leave the job, they are age bar to go elsewhere. Initially they will keep the high, subsequently they will bring it down, perks will be reduced, and facilities will be reduced, and most importantly they will try to reduce the retirement age to 55 to 58, if not 55. Then only they can average out the age. That is how the generation will be very young, and new digital business will be introduced. New products will come. Those will be digitalized, personalized, individualized, and the use of the employees will be on such areas only where the brain is required, where the experience is required, where the intuition is required, where decision making is required. Otherwise, all these machines shall take care of the banking work. And at this point of time, the leadership of the top management of a new management and the leadership of the unions will have to play a very challenging jobs. Management cannot be very careless and very, very ruthless to the unions. At the same time, union leaders should not be very worried about the attacks of the management, and that is how the balance will have to be ensured. And every change in the traditional business practice must be fought. Then and then only the bank can be kept in a better shape. And on one side, the value to the customers will be there. Instead of customer satisfaction, they will think of customer delight, and many things will be there. Service at home to the customers, they will be forced. Employees will be asked to do duties which they never did. And wherever possible, these small private banks will try to bring a disruption in the banking industry so that their competitors are disturbed, so that other public sector banks are disturbed. And with new technology, with new products, if the disruption comes, the workload of the existing employees will increase, but there will not be enough manpower to take care of this. These are my stray thoughts. I don't know whether I am irking you. Certainly I don't want to threaten you, but these are my stray thoughts as to if I were a private bank management of a new private bank converted from nationalized bank to private bank, what steps would be taken. Many steps can be taken in terms of business, in terms of planning, in terms of expansion, in terms of different policies. But since I consider my area to be a little close to HRA related, I have kept my focus, all my focus on this. So with this, I conclude this video. Please give your feedback as to how you felt. One topic and one video. That is why this video is a big length. And the next video shortly, which I will be coming, as to how the government will have to play a role and what are the hurdles, what are the bumpy roads, what are the smooth areas of converting a public sector bank in a private sector bank from the perspective of the government of India, as well as from the perspective of the corporates, those who are willing to own any bank from the government, and the role and care to be taken by the employees and unions and their union leaders. So it is going to be a triangular fight, and things are not going to be as simple as government is trying to project. But what is wrong in keeping ourselves ready? If they really go ahead, if they really march ahead, and today or tomorrow, maybe after 3 years or maybe after 5 years, the bank will really get privatized, how a private management will work? These are my stray thoughts. Thank you for viewing my video. Await my next video. Thank you so much. Thank you.